Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of Ida's Franchising. For last episode on the Crocodiles, it was the only time this year, and we had a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the 8th, when Romeo Garner and the bullpen's inequity struck again, as we choked away the lead, giving up 3 runs en route to a 3-2 pitcher's duel loss, putting us at 2-5 on the year, entering the midway point of the season here with a doubleheader against the Platypi. Following that loss, Romeo Garner was kicked off the team and replaced by Lou DeBaziz, who we know he's not as good as Garner. He'll never be as good as Garner, but at this point, the way Garner was pitching, he was pitching about as well as Lou does on a good day. So it's the same move, we freed up some money. Taking on the 5-2 Platypi today in a doubleheader on the mound in Game 1 for both clubs. Alberto Roberto, the 4th-year veteran, 1-0 with a 1 ERA and a 0.78 whip. And on the mound for us, it is 2nd-year left-hander Tower Hiker, 0-1 with a 14.40 ERA and a 3.20 whip. Platypi come in at 5-2, while we come in at 2-5. They are in 2nd, a game and a half out of 1st. We're in last, 4.5 games out of 1st, and we have the worst record in the conference once again. So, a tale of 2 different seasons here for these clubs. On the lineup for Game 1 today, Biggs leading off in left, Pollard at shortstop will bat number 2, Golden again in the 3 slot at second base. Rookie Jacoby North at first base is locked in the cleanup slot. Batting 5th down there is third baseman Jesus Gould. Batting 6th, the catcher Hank Hart. Batting 7th, right fielder Dax Jarvis. Batting 8th, center fielder Nolan Lawson. And batting 9th is the pitcher Tower Hiker. Let's get it on. We'll see how well this one goes. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but this team may surprise us. We've been hitting the ball well recently, the past couple of games. We'll see if we keep that trend going. And we'll see if our bullpen actually, doesn't act like a sinking ship. Platypi looking at the team, really good power hitters. They have above average defense, starting pitching and the bullpen, about average speed and almost non-existent contact, so they rely a lot on the long ball and their pitching and defense to carry them through games. And it's worked out well for them so far this year, as they're having a bounce-back season. They come off I believe that they had double-digit losses last year as well. They are now have a winning record almost at the midway point of the season, looking to bounce back. And remember, just 2 seasons ago, this club did win the championship, so see what they do this year. They're going to send Kaufman, Often, and Bash up first here, as we're back home at Red Rock Park for this doubleheader. Katie Kaufman leading off, the second baseman, hitting .269 with 3 RBIs. She's the OG second baseman for the Platypi organization. Following her is catcher Jacques Often. He is locked in. Then it is third baseman Bobby Bash. Shortstop Keegan Everett in his 3rd year, locked in. Batting 5th, left fielder Wade Hobbs. He's tense. Batting 6th, first baseman Dude Browning, the rookie. Batting 7th, rattled right fielder Leonidas Whitaker. Batting 8th, center fielder Churl Dangerfield. And batting 9th is the pitcher, Alberto Roberto. Not hit by injuries this year, the Platypi, and look at them, they have a winning record. They'll be facing Tower Hiker, who's making his 2nd start of the year. Hiker's 0-1. He has a 14.40 ERA and a 3.20 whip. 8 earned runs given up in his start earlier this year against the Nemesis, where he only went 5 innings. He gave up 13 hits, 3 walks, 4 home runs, all of them in the first inning of that game. And he struck out only 1 batter. His batting average against right now in the year is .464. He gave up 3 2-run homers and 1 solo homer in that appearance. Let's see if we can get out of the first inning without a home run this time, Tower? Pass without an in, strike called, we're underway. Change it down in the way is low in the dirt, 1-1. Two-seamer up, Kaufman lines it up the middle on the ground, that's a base hit. Leadoff single into center for the Platypi. She's locked in, and that is going to bring up locked-in catcher Jacques Often, hitting .150 on the year with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. He is locked in. Pick off first, Kaufman back safely. Ball down in the way on the first pitch, strike called as it floats in there, 0-1. Receiver down and in, Often fouls it off, 0-2 the count. Change up and away, chased it high, strike 3, first punch out for Hiker today. 1 down, and that'll bring up third baseman Bobby Bash, hitting .348 with a homer and 3 RBIs on the year. Receiver away on the first pitch outside, ball 1. Forcing it down, chopped at the middle. Hiker fields at the second one. Pollard to first. Double play, and Tower gets out of the first inning without a home run. Good job. Bottom one, we're scoreless. Biggs, Pollard, and Golden do up here against veteran Alberto Roberto, entering his 4th year in the league. Left fielder Buster Biggs leading off, hitting .222 with a homer, 5 RBIs on the year. He'll be the first batter to face Roberto. Here's his numbers. Alberto got the win his first time out, giving up only 1 run in a complete game outing. 1 earned run, 1 ERA, and 0.78 whip. 6 hits given up in those 9 innings with 1 walk. Through the complete game, striking out 6 batters, did not give up a home run, and has a batting average against a 182. So Roberto coming off a great start. Looking to duplicate that success here. Slider or curveball high in the first pitch, misses, ball 1. Fastball just outside, misses, 2-0 the count to Biggs. Slider away, misses outside as well, 3-0 the count. Curveball down on the way, caught the knees, 3-1. Change of middle in, Biggs pulls it fouls, he's on his front foot, full count. Curveball middle in, line to second, right at Kaufman for the first out. Next up, shortstop Jamie Pollard, hitting .300 now on the year with a homer, 8 RBIs. Fastball low, ball 1. Forkball away is skied off the end of the bat by Pollard to right field. Whitaker is there for the second out. 2 down, here's second baseman Caleb Golden, hitting .419 with a homer, 5 RBIs on the year. Forkball down and in, turned on and ripped foul by Golden. Out of play, 0-1. Fastball but in is high, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, Golden rips it right center field, carrying well, heading for the groundskeeper area. Does it have the carry? Yes, it does. Fireball coming at you as it lands out there on the tarp. Second homer of the year for Caleb Golden, and that solo shot puts us on the board first. It is 1-0. That's a good start for the offense. Next up, first baseman Jacoby North. Rookie's locked in, hitting .448. 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the year. First home run of the year given up by Roberto as he hangs the slider on the next pitch. North was taking all the way, 0-1. Curveball down and in, bounces, 1-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off by North, 1-2 the count. Fastball up and away, ripped hard to short, backhanded by Everett. He'll fire to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Heaters on the board first with the home run by Caleb Golden, his 2nd of the year, 1-0 to the 2nd. Everett, Hobbs, and Browning up here for the Platypi. Leading off the inning, 3rd-year shortstop Keegan Everett, only hitting .148 on the year. He does, however, have 3 homers and 8 RBIs as he is currently locked in. Change up away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Down and in, fouled back, 1-1. Forcing up and in, way inside, 2-1 as it's under his armpit. Curveball middle away, that's lined at the middle, base hit for Everett. He'll be on with the leadoff single. That's going to bring up left fielder today, Wade Hobbs, who is 10th in his 2nd year with the Platypi, hitting $130 on the year. Or is it his 1st year? I don't know. I think it's his 1st year, actually. With the Platypi, I'll have to check that later. I'll check that between games. Fastball away, just outside, ball 1. Curveball middle in, Hobbs grounds it to 3rd. Gould right there, fires the 2nd one. Golden the 1st, double play. 2nd one they've already hit into. 2 down, bases empty for rookie first baseman today, Dude Browning. Hitting .316 on the year with a homer and an RBI. Browning was a candidate to be picked up as our 4th outfielder in the offseason, but I did not like the fact he could only play center field and first base. So I went in a different direction and got Dip Franks. Browning seems to be having himself a good year, only 1 homer so far, but he is hitting .316. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. You see him up and away, Browning takes it for a called strike, 1-1. Change up and in, that is fouled off, 1-2 the count. Forcing me down and away, check swing outside, good hold by Browning, 2-2. Come down and in. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Hart picks it and fires to first in time. 2nd punch out today for Hiker as he gets through the 2nd. Bottom 2, it's 1-0. Gould, Hart, and Jarvis 2 up against Roberto. There's Jesus Gould, third baseman, hitting .387, 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year for Jesus. Not hitting well as of late, though. Batting average has dropped slightly as that fastball's high, ball 1. Changeup away, caught the outside corner, 1-1. Fastball middle in, ripped by Gould to the gap left center. That's going to hang up for Dangerfield, 1 down. Next up is catcher Hank Hart, hitting .333, 3 RBIs on the season for Hank. The only OG member of the original Heaters roster is that fastball's high, ball 1. Fastball middle in, line to left field, base hit for Hank Hart as it's over the diving Everett. Hank on with his first hit today. 1 down, runner at first in the second here for right fielder Dax Jarvis. Hitting .400 on the year, 4 RBIs on the season for the third-year outfielder. No homers yet, though. Fastball up and in is taken for a called strike at the letters, 0-1. Fastball inside is chased and fouled back, 0-2 to Jarvis. Slider inside, dribbled in the hole to second. Hank Hart charging. Kaufman bare hands at the first, on the fielder's choice, 2 down. Hart in scoring position for center fielder Nolan Lawson, who has outside pitch active here. Sophomore players hitting .400 on the year with 2 RBIs. Change it down and away, low at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, line to left field, off the leaping third baseman's glove, and that ricochets into no man's land. That'll be an RBI single for Lawson, as Bash gave it a good effort, but his leap ricocheted the ball into no man's land, allowing that run to score. RBI there to Lawson, and that'll bring up pitcher Tower Hiker, who was locked in after the strikeout last inning, hitting .333 on the year. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1 as Lawson's locked in. Roberto tense. Curveball hangs, line to short, right at Everett, and that'll end the inning. But an RBI single for Lawson makes it 2-0 Heaters to the third. Whitaker, Dangerfield, and Roberto due up. There's rattled right fielder Leonidas Whitaker, only hitting .250 on the year. Not hitting particularly well this season. And not having a good time as well, as he'll face the locked-in Hiker. Two-seamer down and away in the first pitch, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away, high, good take, 1-1. Change it down and in, chased and fouled back, 1-2 the count. Whiffer active for Whitaker. Curveball down and away in the dirt, 2-2. Two-seamer up, chased and driven to right center, Lawson tracking it, runs it down for the first out. Next up is center fielder Churl Dangerfield, hitting .250 on the year with a solo homer. No other RBIs yet this year, though. Ball down and away in the first pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Four-seamer down and in, chop the second, Golden charges, bare hands to first, in time, 2 down. Base is empty for Roberto, the pitcher hitless on the season. Two-seamer up and away in the first pitch is high, ball 1. Four-seamer up, blew it by Roberto, 1-1. Two-seamer up, blew it by him, 1-2 the count. Ball down and away, swung through it, strike 3, third punch out for Hiker, and that's his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Bottom 3, it's still 2-0. Biggs, Pollard, and Golden due up. Leading off Buster Biggs, left fielder tense after his first at bat where he failed to reach base. Lined out to second base, his first pitch curveball taken at the knees away, 0-1. Slider down and in, grounded to second. Kaufman charges, makes the play herself, 1 down. Next up is shortstop Jamie Pollard, who is 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and in inside, ball 1. Changeup taken at the knees, 1-1 to Pollard. Heater away, caught the outside corner, 1-2. Fastball up and away, line back through the middle as that sneaks his way into center. Base hit for Pollard, he's 1 for 2. I'll put him on with 1 down. I'll bring up Golden, who's solo homered his first time up. He's 1 for 1 today. Runner goes on the first pitch, fastball middle in, strike called. Throw down by the catcher is late, stolen base for Pollard, his second of the year. He's 2 for 2. 0-1 the count to Golden as he took that fastball for a strike inside. Pick off to second, back safely as Pollard. Work ball down, good hold on the check swing by Golden as that was in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Fastball up and away. Golden dumps it to right center field. That'll drop in for an extra base hit, possibly. No, it'll be just a single. RBI single, though, for Golden. It's 3-0 Heaters as we put another run on the board. Next up, first baseman Jacoby North. Flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Or no, he lined out to shortstop. That's right. Slider bounces in the dirt off Often's glove. Throw back to first. It's got Golden picked off. He got caught in no man's land. 2 down. Curveball away, misses. 2-0. Change it down and in. Line by North to left center field. That is an extra base hit as it rolls all the way to the fence. That would have gotten Golden to third base at least, but instead it's now just a runner at second. With 2 down as North is 1 for 2. That'll bring up Gould. Jesus 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left center his first time up. Heater in there for a strike, going 1. Change it down and in, blocked by the catcher Often, 1-1. Fastball down and away, driven by Gould to dead center field. That's hit well, but that is going to hold up for Dangerfield to make the catch. That will end the inning. Heaters, though, get a run on the board again as Golden has an RBI single, 3-0 to the 4th. Kaufman, Often, and Bash 2 up. Leading off is Kaufman, singled in the first inning, and then was erased on a double play ground out. She's 1 for 1. She is locked in, facing the locked in Hiker. Change up at the knees on the first pitch, pulled foul, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away is high, 1-1. Two-seamer down and in, Kaufman pulls it foul, 1-2 the count. Tough out active for Kaufman here. Four-seamer up and in. Popped up, fouled out of play. We'll do it again, 1-2. Change up away. Pulled foul. We'll do it again. Still 1-2. Curveball down and away. Chased in the dirt. Strike 3. Hart picks it and fires to first. 1 down. 4th punch out now for Hiker. That'll bring up the catcher Often, who's locked in. 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. Two-seamer down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball down and away, chased in the dirt, 0-2. Change up and in. Often swings through it, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Hiker. He's up to 5 now. 2 down, base empty for Bash, who grounded into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Four-seamer at the knees, chopped in front of the plate. Hiker bare hands it quickly to first. In time, 1-2-3 inning for Tower. Bottom 4, it's 3-0 still. Hart, Jarvis, and Lawson 2 up. I'm not used to this. We're actually playing well in the first half of a game. Huh. So this is what it feels like. Bottom 4, Hank Hart leading off, 1 for 1 with a single. Fastball up, skied to left center field. That is going to hang up over there for Dangerfield and Hobbs. Hobbs calls him off, 1 down. Next up is going to be Dax Jarvis, 0 for 1 today. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up at second base. He's 0 for 1. Hey, One Boy, how's it going, buddy? Hopefully things are going well. Roberto's still tense. Curveball hangs, and that's fouled off by Jarvis as he had a hanging meatball and missed it. 0-1. Oh, we're doing all right. We're up 3-0 here in the first 4 innings. Tower Hiker, surprisingly, is pitching well. He hasn't given up a home run. He's actually struck out 5 batters. He looks like a competent pitcher. And our offense has gotten 1 run in every inning. We've already hit a home run. So far, so good. 0-1 to Jarvis. Slider drifts outside from Roberto, 1-1. Changeup. Damn it. Thought it was a fastball, 1-2. And he chased the changeup outside. First punch out for Roberto, 2 down. Base is empty for Nolan Lawson, who singled in a run back in the second inning. He's 1 for 1 today. Outside pitch still active for Lawson. Heater up and in is a called strike, 0-1. Curveball away, pulled into the gap by Lawson, and you don't want to do that to him. He's about to run around these bases faster than any man alive as he's already on his way to third, and Dangerfield just got the ball. That is a 2-out triple for the Lawson. Basically, yeah, except he can actually hit, and he has an outside pitch trait. Hiker up next, 0 for 1. Hey, Happy, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. Hiker lined out to short his first time up as he takes a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. That one misses outside for Roberto, 1-1. Change it down and in, pulled foul by Hiker, 1-2. Fastball up and in, line to short. Easy catch for Everett, and that ends the inning. For the first time this game, the Heaters don't score, but we're still lead 3-0 to the 5th. Everett, Hobbs, and Browning do up here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. I'm doing alright. We're actually winning. Not used to actually doing well in the first half of a game with these guys. It feels wonderful. I miss this feeling. Glad we all love the night games here. Everett leading off first. He singled his first time up and then was erased on a double play back in the second inning. Two-seamer down and in is low from Hiker, ball 1. Four-seamer down and away, low, 2-0. Ball down and in. Strike called as Everett was taking all the way, 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. Everett smokes that to center field. Lawson running it down. The speedster runs it down at the warning track, 1 down. Next up, Wade Hobbs. He's 0 for 1 today. Hobbs grounded into a double play his first time up. Curveball middle in on the first pitch. Whiffed on. 0-1. He was looking fastball. Four-seamer away. Fouled off. 0-2. Change up and in. Check swing high. Good hold there by Hobbs. He wanted it though. 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing high. Another hold. 2-2. Four-seamer down and in. Low. 3-2. Two-seamer down and away. Chased and fouled back. Hobbs stays alive. Still at a full count. Curve inside. Chased it. Strike 3. 6 punch up for Hiker. 2 down. Next up is Dude Browning, the rookie. He's 0 for 1. Chased the curveball in the dirt his first time up. Two-seamer down and away. Chased and grounded the second right at Golden. He'll charge, make the play. 1-2-3 inning for Hiker. That is, how many is that in a row? Like 11 in a row he's set down. Bottom 5. Halfway home here. It's 3-0. Biggs, Pollard, and Golden do up. Top of the lineup coming up. Buster Biggs leading off. He's 0 for 2 intense. He's lined out to second and grounded out to second. Trying to turn his day around and his season. Change outside, ball 1. Fastball down low, taken, 2-0. Curveball up, hard chopper through the middle. Everett dives and saves it from getting past him, and he'll throw out Biggs at first. Buster's bad luck continues. He's 0 for 3. Pollard up next, 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball middle of the plate, driven by Pollard to right center field as he was waiting for that hanging fastball. Smacks it off the right center fence as it hits the deepest part of the park. That is a 1-out double for Pollard. Jamie in scoring position for Golden, who singled him in last time up. He's also hit a solo home run. Caleb ready. Roberto set. Slider away, strike called, 0-1. Slider down there at the knees, caught a strike, 0-2. Fastball up, line through the middle. Everett dives and cuts it off behind the bag. He'll throw out Golden at first for the second out as Pollard advances to third. That'll bring up the rookie Jacoby North, who did double last time up. But unfortunately, Golden got picked off, caught in no man's land on a pass ball. So North did not get the RBI on that one. Looking to set it down here. Forkball down and in. North turns on it, rips it deep left center field, and the rookie smacks it off the base of the left center wall on a hop. RBI double for North. It is 4-0 Heaters. All of a sudden, these guys look like world beaters. Here's Jesus Gould, 0 for 2 today. Fastball's outside, misses, ball 1. Slider outside, misses, 2-0 the count. Change it down and away, outside, 3-0 the count. Change it middle in, ripped by Gould, but it's foul, 3-1. Change-ups outside, misses, ball 4. First walk for Roberto as Gould will reach first. 2 on, 2 down for Hart. 1 for 2 with a single. Flew out the left center last time up. Roberto still tense. Pick off the second in the dirt, and it gets by the shortstop in the center. Dangerfield's throw to second. Does have Gould in a rundown. Now North in a rundown. Someone's getting thrown out here. And it's going to be North. That'll end the inning. Base running errors. You love to see it. Heaters are starting to look like the Rays' God. I hope so. That would be nice. If only. If only. They apparently know how to run the bases. We don't. But we do now have an extra run. It is 4-0 to the 6th. Here's Whitaker 0 for 1 today. Leonidas flew out his first time up the center. Two-seamer chopped in the dirt to third. Gould will charge as 1 down. 9-0 start. Yep, and they have the highest run differential since like 1887 or something. Like it's plus 57, I think. And they won every game by at least 4 runs. That is impressive. Oof, hopefully they can keep that momentum going. Dangerfield up next. He's 0 for 1 today. About the dirt. Grounded to first. North there for it. He'll take it himself. 2 down. Roberto up next. 0 for 1. And that'll do it for Alberto. He only goes 5 innings today. Coming off the bench is catcher Nelson Schultz, hitting 125 on the air. Playing back up to Ulfton. Schultz in his, I believe, 4th year here in the league. Second as a backup. Two-seamer down there, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in, turned on by Schultz, cracked deep down the left field line. That is hooking foul into the corner. Biggs is there for it. Against the fence, leaps and makes the catch to add insult to injury. 1-2-3 inning for Hiker in the 6th. Coming out of the bullpen, long reliever Zara Barron. She'll take over on the mound. Bottom 6, it's still 4-0. Hiker has a shutout through 6. Hart, Jarvis, and Lawson due up. No, he didn't really need to do that, but with all the crap they've dumped on us this year, it felt necessary. The fans do have to show up, otherwise you guys are going to have to relocate out Tropicana, indeed. Which is a shame. That's such a good dome. Pains. It's just so hard to get to, I know, because of all the traffic. Barron on the mound here to start the 6th inning here for the Platypi, as Roberto only goes 5 innings today. Where is it? Wrong team. There we go. Barron has no record on the season, 2.70 ERA and a 0.90 whip. She has appeared in 2 games this year, throwing 3 1/3 innings. They haven't really needed her much, as they've been winning most of their games. 1 earned run given up, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a batting average against 214. My apologies with the Rockies. I know how long. It's going to be long before they become competitive again. Fair enough. Show the Creative Stadium. That's fair enough. Art sets. Fastball in there from Barron. 0-1. Slider taken in the dirt. 1-1. Fastball inside. Chop the second. Kaufman charges. Makes the play. 1 down. Next up is Jarvis, 0 for 2 today. He has struck out and, I believe, lined out today, if I remember, or grounded out. He hit in a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. Agreed, Montforts are extremely cheap for owners. They don't want to spend any money because they've just basically given up. Yeah, the wall in Baltimore, they only pushed that back to make it more of a pitcher's park. I mean, because a lot of our home runs were over that short wall and left anyway. I can understand the logic behind it. I don't think you needed to push it that far back, especially since you didn't do anything with the right side of the stadium where all the rest of the homers go. So it basically just feels like a slap in the face to right-handed hitters everywhere. Heater up and away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball away is fouled off by Jarvis, out of play, 0-2. Although to be fair, Mountcastle and Rushman did both hit homers over the wall tonight, as Jarvis strikes out for the 2nd time today, chasing a high fastball. 2 down in the inning for Barron. That is going to bring up Lawson, who tripled last time up. He's also singled in a run. He's 2 for 2. Outside pitch still active. Memorial Stadium, I believe, after the Colts left and the Orioles wanted to move. This is, of course, before we got the Ravens, because the Ravens didn't come to town until 1998. First year at Camden Yards was 93. They ended up demolitioning the stadium in, I believe, oh God, how old was I? I actually went to see it before they demolished it. I want to say I was, let's see, that was first grade. I was like 5 years old. I want to say I was like 5. So they demolished it in 1998-99, if I remember correctly. Or it could be in 2000, like right there at turn of the century. They demolished the whole stadium. I don't know what's there now. Fastball down and in, line to short, leaping as ever to make a catch. That's a 1-2-3 inning. To the 7th, it's 4-0 still. Heaters lead. Kaufman, Often, and Bash due up against Hiker. I miss Ed and Nettie. That was such a great show. That was my favorite growing up. The hat discipline. Oh, classic. Kaufman 1 for 2 today with the single. Struck out swinging last time up. Heater up and in, driven to right center. She got under it, lost an over. He's calling for it. And puts it away easily for the first out. Often up next, 0 for 2 today. Jacques has struck out once. Or is he struck out twice? He might have struck out twice. Curveball in the dirt, bounces, ball 1. Fastball middle in, driven by Often as he sat fastball and nailed it right center. And that is almost out to the dining area out there. That is a home run. First run on the board for the Platypi today, as that's Often's 3rd home of the year. It is 4-1. Yeah, he blasted the shit out of that one. Holy shit. Bash up next, 0 for 2. How far was that? I didn't catch it. Was that, what, 4 or something? What was it, 450, 460? Yeah, it is why Jacques... Yeah, 498. Damn, Jacques. Almost hit the times 40 max multiplier on that when you hit the thing as hard as you can. Bash grounded that last time up. He's 0 for 2. Two-seamer down in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is high. 2-0. Curveball middle in. Bash fouls it back. 2-1. Definitely late on that swing. Change it down and away. Line at the middle. Base hit for Bobby. His first hit today. He's 1 for 3, and that'll keep the inning going here with 1 down. Damn, almost 500. Sheesh. Everett up 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball up and in on the first pitch. Strike call to the letters. 0-1. Ball down on the way. Line to left field. That is a base hit. And another 3rd straight hit here for the Platypi in the inning. 2 on, 1 down in the inning. Next up is Wade Hobbs, 0 for 2 and tense. So that means Hiker had a string, I think, of 15 consecutive he set down before that home run. Pretty solid. Not going to complain about that. 5:02, second deck in the left corner. Jesus Christ. That's probably what, off screen? You see him middle in on the first pitch. Inside on the check, ball 1. Curveball away. That's lined at the middle, past Hiker into center field. Lawson comes up throwing, and that'll hold Bash at 3rd. Bases loaded with 1 down here in the 7th. Rookie Dude Browning up next. Right at the joint. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see it. Browning 0 for 2. Grounded out last time up. He's also struck out today. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Low in the dirt. Ball 1. Hiker no longer locked in. Change up middle in. Just misses inside. 2-0 the count. Four-seamer down in the way. Browning fouls it back. 2-1. Two-seamer down and in. Grounded hard to short. Pollard dives, cuts it off. Flips the second 1. Golden the first. Late on the fielder's choice, but another run scores. It is 4-2. RBI to Browning. 2nd of his career. Next up is Whitaker. 0 for 2 and rattled still. Two-seamer up and away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. Check swing inside. 1-1. Ball down. Fouled off by Whitaker. 1-2 the count. Whiffer active for Whitaker. Four-seamer up and in. Popped up foul. North giving chase. He'll watch it get out of play. 1-2. So he'll take that lap right back to his position at first base. Change away. Chased it outside strike 3. 7 punch out for Hiker as he gets out of the jam, only giving up 2 runs. But the Platypi on the board thanks to the home run by Often. And then an RBI ground out fielder's choice by Browning, the rookie. 4-2 to the bottom of the 7th. Hiker due up will pinch hit for him, followed by Biggs and Pollard as Hiker goes 7 today, giving up 6 hits, no walks, 1 home run compared to the 4 he gave up on opening day. And he struck out 7 batters. Not a bad outing, Tower. I appreciate you. Good bounce back outing for you. Coming off the bench here, who are we going to give the at-bat to? Let's give it to someone who hasn't gotten playing time recently. Let's go with Dip Franks. I'm going to go with the rookie outfielder. Dip on the year, hitting 2 for 6, I believe. That is the correct number down there. Either 2 for 6 or 3 for 9. I think it's 3 for 9, actually. Slider down and in from Barron, misses. Ball 1. Fastball down and in, line to second. Right at Kaufman. 1 down, unlucky. Next up is Buster Biggs. He's 0 for 3. He was robbed of a base hit on a diving stop by Everett up the middle last time up. He's 0 for 3. Grounded out twice and lined out once. Curveball away in the first pitch. Hit out of play. 0-1. Fastball away. Hit the third. 1 hopper to Bash. He'll make the stop. 2 down. Biggs 0 for 4, and that'll bring up Pollard. Jamie's doubled and single today. He's 2 for 3. He's also stolen a base as well. Curveball middle in is skied to left off the end of the bat. Therefore, it is Hobbs. He'll put it away, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Barron in the 7th. Top of the 8th we go. We're going to leave Franks in. We're going to bring off Buster Biggs. Dip is going to play right field, and then move Jarvis over to left. Well, shit. I mean, there's no option here. It's got to be Bozer. We're going to take Biggs off. Top 8, we're down. We're up 4-2. Dangerfield, Barron, and Kaufman do up. Here's Dangerfield 0 for 2. Specialist active against the center fielder as Bozer coming in. Franks is going to play left field as I'm going to move Jarvis to left. Jarvis to left, Franks going to play right. Bozer coming out of the bullpen here. Bozer is 1-0. He has a 1.29 ERA and a 1 whip. 1 earned run given up in 4 appearances this year out of the bullpen. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 walks, a 1 wild pitch, and 8 strikeouts to lead the bullpen. Batting average against .217 on the year. And actually, I'm going to leave Franks in left and keep Jarvis in right. I did not know Jarvis was tense. So, leaving him out there in right field will keep whatever fielding he has left on the board. If I put him in left, it'd be 0, basically. So, don't really have an option there. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Bozer against Dangerfield to start. Four-seamer up and away is high. Ball 1, good take. Screwball down. Strike at the knees called. 1-1. Slider down and in. That's chopped to the right of the mound. Bozer barehands it cleanly to first. 1 down as that blister no longer factoring into Bozer's ratings. Next up is the pitcher Barron. I expect a pinch hitter. It is outfielder Gustav Gustafsson. Left-handed hitter, hitless on the year. Second season with the Platypi, I believe, or it could be his first. I don't remember. Specialist still active here for Bozer. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Four-seamer away. Gustafsson fouls it off. 1-1. Changeup up and in. Chased it inside. 1-2. Screwball middle of the plate. Swung through it. Strike 3. First punch up for Bozer. 2 down. That was a hanger. Got lucky on that one. Kaufman up next. 1 for 3 with a single. Four-seamer middle in. Inside. Ball 1. Change of middle away. Check swing strike called on the outside corner. 1-1. Screwball down and in. Low. 2-1. Slider down and in. Low again. 3-1. Four-seamer up and away. Strike called. 3-2. Tough out active for Kaufman here. Four-seamer down and away. Chased and grounded the first in the hole. North over. Backhands cleanly. Flips to Bozer. In time. 1-2-3 inning for Bale. Bottom 8. It's still 4-2. Commonly coming out of the bullpen to replace Gustafsson. Bottom 8. It's the heart of our lineup. Trying to get some insurance runs. Golden, North, and Gould. There's Golden, 2 for 3 today. He's hit a solo homer and an RBI single. He's also flown out. Meet commonly out of the bullpen for the Platypi. We got a win off of him last season against the Platypi when we won in extra innings when he blew the game for him. No record, a 0 ERA and a 3.75 whip. No earned runs given up in 1 appearance this season. 1 in the 3rd innings pitched, 1 hit surrendered, 4 walks, and a strikeout. Batting average against on the year for commonly, 200. So let's have some fun with meat. Agreed. Golden ready. Here we go. Fastball in there at the knees. 0-1. I believe that was a cutter. Fastball up is chased. Fouled off over the diving Browning's glove. 0-2. Chased in the dirt. We'll do it again. 0-2. Way high with that heater. 1-2. Fastball down and in is chased. Dribbled to hold to third. Bash charges on the bare hand. Makes the play. 1 down. Next up is North, 2 for 3 today. RBI double last time up for Jacoby, and then he was thrown out between third and home like an idiot. He's 2 for 3 today, 2 doubles. Fastball down and in inside, ball 1. Fastball down and away, low, 2-0. Fastball middle away, whiffed, 2-1. Used to Roberto pitching. It's case in point, 2-2. Fastball middle in, 1 hopper to short. Everett picks it cleanly, 2 down. Next up is Gould, 0 for 2 with a walk. Fastball down and away outside, ball 1. Fastball away, chased it, 1-1. Heater away misses, 2-1 the count from Commonly. Fastball up and away is fouled off out of play by Gould, 2-2. Fastball middle in, line back in the center. Base hit for Gould. His first hit today. He's 1 for 3. 2 out single keeps the inning alive here for the 6-hitter, Hank Hart. Catcher 1 for 3 with a single today. Chased the fastball in the dirt. 0-1. Fastball inside, broken back grounder to second, past the diving Commonly. Kaufman barehands the first in time to end the inning. Good effort by Commonly, I love it. He dodged the shrapnel by diving out of harm's way. To the 9th, it's 4-2. Often, Bash, and Everett hard to line up for the Platypi. Alright, so we have McFarland waiting. I will keep Bozer on the mound for now because I like the specialist. And I know McFarland also has specialist, but Bozer has accuracy. He'll be facing Often first, who did homer last time up. We're going to keep Hart out there. I don't have anybody who can play right field at the moment, so I'm not worried. I'm actually Gould and what? Gould can play right field? Wait a minute. Alright, Lawson can play right. Okay, I have no one else to play outfield, so Jarvis is staying in. Hart will stay in because he's still a better fielder than Nash at the current moment, so we'll leave that the same. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Strike called to Often. 0-1. The specialist is active here for Bozer. Screwball down in the way. Chopped foul. Out of play. 0-2. Change it down and in. Ooh, just low. 1-2. Watch him up and away. Chased it high. Strike 3. Second punch out for Bozer. 1 down. Next up is Bobby Bash. 1 for 3 with a single last time up. He's also struck out and grounded into a double play. Four-seamer down and in on the first pitch, inside, ball 1. Screwball up and away, high, 2-0. Change it down and away, low, 3-0. Four-seamer down and away, strike call, 3-1. Rider down and in, grounded foul by Bash, out of play, full count. Screwball down and away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Full count coming. Fastball up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. Third punch up for Bozer. Back-to-back Ks. 2 down. Last chance to dance is Keegan Everett. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's locked in. Screwball down on the first pitch. Ripped to third. Gould charges. Fields it. Fires. 1-2-3 inning for Bozer in the 9th as he'll get the 2-inning save. Heaters win Game 1 of the doubleheader here against the Platypi. 4-2 the final. Yes. Love to see it. 4-2 the score. We scored early for the offense, and then we just kind of petered out there at the end. Thankfully, our pitching was here the entire game. Outside of that 7th inning where Hiker got a little bit tired, he still had a quality start, and then our bullpen, which was Bozer, basically just, shut the door for us in the 8th and 9th. So, quality win. Love it. We're now 3-5 on the year. That's Game 1 of the doubleheader. We got one more coming here. All the hits for the Platypi were between their first 5 batters of the lineup. Their bottom half did nothing. RBI ground up for Browning and a solo home run for Often are their 2 runs today. And for us, a solo home run for Caleb Golden. He also had an RBI single. Jacoby North had an RBI double. And Nolan Lawson had an RBI single as well. The only person hitless for us today were Biggs and Jarvis, as well as Hiker, the pitcher, which I expect. Pitching lines, Roberto takes the loss, 5 innings, 9 hits, 4 earned runs, a homer, a walk, 1 strikeout. He falls to 1-1 after coming off a complete game victory his first time out. Barron, 2 scoreless innings out of the pen, striking out a batter, and Commonly a scoreless inning, giving up a hit. On our side, Hiker, 7 innings, gets a quality start. 6 hits, 2 earned runs given up, 1 solo homer, 7 strikeouts. Much better than his first start of the year. He's up to 1-1. I think that's his first career victory, actually, because he didn't get a win last year at all. Good job, Tower. And then that's a save for Bale Bozer, his first of the year. He goes 2 scoreless innings, striking out 3. Hiker, the player of the game for his pitching, followed by Caleb Golden with the home run, and Jacoby North with his 2 doubles. Not bad at all. Very nice indeed. Okay. Alright, got a couple games to sim through here. Let's go ahead and first peek around the league, see what else happened. Here we go. Mora Homebrew goes to the Wild Pigs. They're going to release catcher Clover Buff. Bartlett gets +9 junk on a random roll. Love to see that. That's her weak point. What else we got? Hank Hart, +3 speed. Okay, Hank. Okay. North, +5 contact. My man. And Pepe Benicio is picked up by the Blowfish to replace infielder Josephine Orr, the backup bench player. So Benicio at least brings RBI man off the bench there for the Blowfish. Alright, let's move to the next game here. We're now 3-5. We're out of last place for the first time in 2 seasons. I don't want to talk about it. We're out of the cellar. It's a good feeling. Overdogs win 7-5 as they continue to win. They're back to 500. After losing to us, they were embarrassed. Sirloins win 6-5 as they beat the Sirloins, getting their 3rd win of the year. Wild Pigs do smash the Moose today, 9-2 as they extend the division lead. Freebooters are going to answer, though, as they smash the Moonstars, 8-2. Booters keeping pace. They're only a half game out. And the Blowfish rally to beat the Hot Corners 6-3 as the Hot Corners fall to 1-7. Crocodiles almost blow it to the Beebles, but hold on to win 9-5. That is their 3rd win in a row. They are now at 5-4 and a half game out of first. Oof. Okay, 3-5. Let's go. Alright, game 2. It's going to be a battle of the aces here. Platypi, of course, now at 5-3. They'll send their locked-in ace, Ace Von Ace, into the hill. Southpaw 2-0 with an 0.50 ERA and a 0.61 whip. So he's feeling it, having another quality year. Of course he is. And on the mound for us is left-hander Vern Turnburner, who is not having a good year. 0-2 with a 10.80 ERA and a 2.50 whip. Let's have a look at the player development options first. Any that I really, really love? Not particularly one that I would spend money on. Maybe this one for Hiker, but unfortunately it's not going to be here in 2 games, so bummer. It's just a little too expensive. We don't quite have the money just yet. Alright, let's set the lineup for game 2 and jump into it. Alright, Franks is playing in right. Okay, so Jarvis is on the bench. Okay, Biggs is still going to play, and so is Hank Hart. Alright. Gould will lead off at 3rd, followed by Pollard at short, Golden at 2nd, North locked in at 1st, Lawson locked in centers up to the 5 slot. Dip Franks, the rookie, will start in right field for Jarvis. Buster Biggs, who is tense, has dropped all the way down to the 7th slot. Hank Hart drops to the 8th slot, still tense behind the dish. And Turnburner's on the mound. Let's go. Game 2 coming at ya. Let's get this doubleheader going. So no roster moves for either club here between the 2 games, so it'll be the same roster of, okay, don't yell at me, 21 players going at it once again. Yep, there we go. I know we don't have enough for a Major League roster, because it's 13 batters and 8 pitchers. Yes, that's right. Math. Woo. Alright, let's see if they change their lineup at all. We have only made 1 change, and we moved some players around. So it's Kaufman, Everett, Hobbs, Bash. Schultz is starting at catcher instead of Often. He's taking a day off, and Sandbrick's back at first base. Browning is to the bench. Okay, there's 2 changes for them. And they shuffled their order as well. Okay. Let's get it on. Kaufman leading off, hitting .267. Only 1 hit in the first game for Kitty. 3 RBIs, though. On the season, she'll face Vern Turnburner in his 3rd year for us. 2nd year is the ace. Turnburner 0-2. He has a 10.80 ERA and a 2.50 whip. 12 earned runs given up in his first 2 starts of the year, totaling only 10 innings, so he's only pitched 5 innings apiece. He gave up 6 runs both times. 16 hits, 9 walks, 3 homers, 1 hit batsman, and 10 strikeouts to lead the starting rotation. Batting average against .381 on the year. Come on, Vern. Time to have a bounce-back start. Now would be a good time. Lineup for the Platypi, we just saw it, but I'll run through it for you. Kaufman at 2nd, locked in Everett at shortstop, then Hobbs tense out and left. Bash at 3rd, Nelson Schultz off the bench to catch. Sandberg off the bench to play first. Whitaker still in right, rattled, and Dangerfield still in center with the locked-in Von Asen batting ninth. Pardon me. Let's get it on. Two-seamer away on the first pitch. Swung through it. Big whiff there by Kaufman. 0-1. Down and in. Out in front of it is Kaufman. 0-2. Tough out activate. She was cheating for the fastball. Four-seamer up and in. High. 1-2. Almost at the dome. Screwball away. Line to third. Gould leaps. Makes that catch. Nice job, Jesus. One down. Next up is shortstop Keegan Everett. He's locked in, hitting 194. 3 homers, 8 RBIs on the year for Keegan. Did have, I believe, 3 hits in the first game. Or was it 2? Might have been 2, but I believe it was 3. Slider down in the way. Low. Ball 1. Four-seamer down. Fouled off. 1-1. Screwball up and away. Lined in the center. Base hit for Everett as he'll keep his hot hitting going. He'll be on with his first hit of the day. Next up, center left fielder Wade Hobbs. He's tense, hitting 154 on the year. He was 0 for 3 in the first game. Or was it 0 for 4? Doesn't matter, really. Slider down in the way in the first pitch. Low in the dirt. Ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Fouled off. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing high. 2-1. Good hold. Change it down and in. Low and inside. 3-1. Four-seamer up and in. High. Ball 4. First walk for Turnberner. 2 on, 1 down now. Here's the cleanup hitter, Bobby Bash. Third baseman had 1 hit in the first game. He went 1 for 4. Hitting 333 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Screwball away in the first pitch is outside from Vern. Ball 1. Four-seamer down. Chopped up the middle. Golden there. Backhands. Flips the second 1. Pollard to first. Double play. And Turnberner gets out of the jam in the first. Nice pitch and Vern. Bottom 1. It's 0-0. Gould, Pollard, and Golden due up against Von Asen. That's how we started the first game. We had double plays in the first 2 innings. Here's Jesus Gould. Third baseman's got power versus lefty, active against Von Asen, hitting 382. 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Gould went 1 for 3 in the first game with a walk. He also singled. He'll be facing the locked-in ace Von Asen. Von Asen has won both of his first 2 starts. He's 2-0. He's got an 0.50 ERA and an 0.61 whip. 1 earned run given up in those 2 starts, totaling 18 innings. He has thrown 2 complete games, one of them a complete game shutout. 8 hits surrendered, 3 walks, 13 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 136. Okay, Ace. All right. Whew. I mean, we crapped all over Hurley Bender in his final start of the year last season. Can we do it to Von Asen in his third? God, I sure hope so. I've never seen a pitcher stacked against us this much. Jesus. He is on one right now. Curveball down and in is inside and low. Ball 1. Fastball up and in, high, up and away, high. Strike called. 1-1. Change up and in, strike called. 1-2. Change up down and away is skied to left center. Easy play for Dangerfield as he's in there. 1 down. Next up is shortstop Jamie Pollard, hitting 324 with a homer and 8 RBIs. Jamie had 3 hits in the first game. Was it 2? I think it was 2. Slider down in the way, strike called. 0-1. Curveball low. 1-1 as that misses. Curveball hangs, lined into center field. Base hit for Pollard. Jamie on with his first hit today. Runner at first, 1 down. Next up, Caleb Golden, second baseman, hitting 429. 2 homers on the year, 7 RBIs. He had 2 RBIs in the first game on 2 hits. He had an RBI single and a solo homer. Nelson Schultz behind the plate today in Game 2. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. He has a much better arm than Jacques Often, so it's going to be a little bit harder to steal on him. 1-0 count to Golden here. Heater up and away, strike called. 1-1. Fastball inside, ripped the left field base hit for Golden. Back-to-back singles with 1 down, 2 on for the Heaters. Next up is Jacoby North, rookie first baseman, had 2 doubles in the first game. He's hitting 455 with a homer, 3 RBIs. Drove in 1 of our 4 runs as well. 2-seamer away, misses. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is fouled back by Jacoby, 1-1. Fastball up and in, swung late, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, bloop to right center, over the leaping Kaufman's glove. That is down for a hit. We are going to send Pollard around third. He's going to try it. Throw is cut by Sandberg. Oh, damn it. Flubbed it. Golden's out between second and third, but run does score. It is 1-0 Heaters. Next up is Lawson. Outside pitch active. He's locked in. Hitting .424 with 3 RBIs. Lawson had an RBI single in the first game. He also had a triple. North still locked in at first base. Slider in there at the knees. 0-1. Pick off to first. Back safely is North. Fastball up and away. Line to second right at Kaufman, and that'll end the inning. 1 run in on the single by North. 1-0 to the second. Schultz, Sandberg, and Whitaker do up against Turnburner. As that is only the second run given up by Von Asen all year. Leading off is Nelson Schultz, the catcher, adding 111 on the year. He was a pinch hitter in the first game. Flew out in foul territory on left field his only time up in that game. Fastball down and away, low, ball 1. Slider up and in, inside, 2-0. Two-seamer in there, foul off, 2-1. Change up middle in. Schultz fouls it off, 2-2. A little early on the swing there. Screwball down and away, low, 3-2. Four-seamer up and in. Swing through it, strike 3. First punch up, return burner, 1 down. Blew that fastball right by Schultz. Next up is first baseman Scooter Sandberg. He sat out the first game for the Platypi to fix his mojo, back in the lineup today. Hitting only .056 with an RBI. I can understand why you sat out. Screwball away in the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Change up middle in, inside, 1-1, good take. Four-seamer middle in, also inside, good hold, 2-1. Two-seamer away, chased it outside, 2-2, bad swing there. Screwball away, fouled off, we'll do it again, still 2-2. Slider down and away, chased in the dirt, strike 3, back-to-back case for Turnburner, 2 down. Base is empty for Whitaker. Right fielder was hitless in the first game, he's still rattled. Hitting .226 on the year, and they don't have a right fielder, so they really can't bring anyone in, I don't think. Let me have a look. They have anybody who can play right field off the bench? I mean, Gustavsson, yeah, but he can't field. Whitaker's their best bet. He's also a much better hitter than Gustavsson as well. I mean, Hobbs could play right field. They could put Gustavsson on left. That might work, but that's about all they can do, really. Four-seamer away, outside, ball 1. Slider at the knees, ripped foul, 1-1. Screwball up. Whitaker takes a check swing, strike called. 1-2 as Whiffer activates here. Two-seamer down and in. Inside, 2-2. Good hold. Change up and away. High, 3-2. Fastball away. Whitaker blew it by him. Strike 3. Turnburner strikes out the side as he's up to 3 strikeouts on the day. Bottom 2, it's 1-0. Franks, Biggs, and Hart do up. Turnburner's feeling it. Here's Dip Franks, rookie right fielder, leading us off. She pinch hit in the first game and then came on to play left field at the end of it. She went 0 for 1 with a ground out to second, hitting .300 on the year. Facing the no longer locked in Von Asen. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball up, hard rip through the middle as it's under Von Asen's glove into center. Base hit for Franks as the rookie's on with none down in the inning. Next up is tense left fielder Buster Biggs, went 0 for 4 in the first game, now batting under the Mendoza line. He's hitting .194, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. Fastball in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball up and in, chased it, 0-2. Slider away, bloop by Biggs to left center field. That'll drop in front of Hobbs for his first hit today. He's got 1 for 5 in the doubleheader. 2 on, none down to start the inning for the Heaters. Here's catcher Hank Hart, who is also tense. He went 1 for 4 in the first game with a single, hitting .318 with 3 RBIs. He also scored a run as well. Curveball inside, caught the corner, 0-1. Slider at the knee, swung through it, 0-2 the count. Curveball inside, pulled by Hart, out of play, 0-2. Fastball up, chopped through the middle, diving his effort to cut it off. Fires the first on the fielder's choice, 1 down. 2 in scoring position, though, for the pitcher, Vern Turnburner, batting .500 on the year with an RBI driven in. Let's see if Vern can do it himself. Help your own cause, Vern. Change of pulled foul, out of play, 0-1. Fastball away, popped up behind the mound. That's going to be an easy catch for Everett. 2 down. 2 in scoring position still for Jesus Gould, who's 0 for 1. Powers lefty still active. Jesus, good RBI chance. Can he deliver? Fastball down low, ball 1. Fastball away, chased it outside, 1-1. Fastball up and away, ripped into left field, base hit for Gould as 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, RBI single for Gould. It is 2-0 Heaters. First and third for Pollard. He singled in the first inning and scored. 1 for 1 today. Curveball outside, misses from Von Asen, ball 1. Curveball away, blooped off the end of the bat to shallow left center. Tough play for Hobbs. He can't get there as that's down for a base hit. Gould digging for third, beats the throw. Runners at the corners. Still 2 down. It's 3-0 Heaters. Next up is Golden, 1 for 1 with a single. Curveball at the knees, driven by Golden, right center field, hit well, it is gone! Fireball coming at you as Golden has his 2nd homer in the doubleheader, first multi-run homer of the season. It is now 6-0 Heaters as we bust it open here in the 2nd. Attaboy, Caleb. The offense is on, firing all cylinders now. Next up is Jacoby North. 1 for 1 with an RBI single as Von Asen is tense. Fastball inside, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and in, chased, 0-2. Bad swing from North. Change up down and in, out in front of it is North, strike 3. Rookie down swinging, first punch up for Von Asen, but 5 runs in the inning for the Heaters. 2 RBI singles and a 3-run bomb by Caleb Golden to the 3rd. It is 6-0. Dangerfield, Von Asen, and Kaufman do up. So this is what it feels like to play with a competent team now. Where has this been for 4 years? I'm sorry, 3.5 years. Dangerfield leading off inning. It's 8-9-1 for the Platypi. Dangerfield, I believe, had no hits in the first game, hitting .211 with a homer and an RBI. Four-seamer up and away outside, ball 1. Slider up and in, high, 2-0 from Turnburner. Two-seamer inside, misses, 3-0. Change it down and away. Strike called, 3-1. Four-seamer middle in. Dangerfield rips it hard to third, past the diving Gould into left field, base hit. Dangerfield on to lead off the 3rd. Here's the pitcher, Von Asen, who is tense, hitting 167 on the air with an RBI. Something tells me Von Asen's not throwing a complete game this time around. You know, just a feeling, I think. Fastball down and in the first pitch. Bunt is shown, pulled back, strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up, bunt shown, pulled back high, 1-1. Screwball away. Bunt is popped up. Hart dives, makes the nice catch. Nice play, Hank. Runner hangs at first, 1 down. Kaufman up next, 0 for 1 today. Slider down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Two-seamer middle in. Line to center. Lawson charging in, makes the catch, 2 down. Runner hangs at first. Next up is the 2-hitter. Here's Everett, 1 for 1 with a single. Locked in still. Change it away, outside, ball 1. Definitely let that one slip too early. Slider up, fouled off, 1-1 to Everett. Four-seamer down, low, 2-1. Two-seamer up and in, fouled off, 2-2. Screwball away. Chased and popped up behind short, Pollard out in shallow left center, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. After a leadoff single, we strand the runner, bottom 3 at 6-0. Lawson, Franks, and Biggs do up against Von Asen. Here's Lawson, 0 for 1. Lined out the 2nd his first time up. He's no longer locked in. Fastball up, lined in the center field as Lawson dumps that in front of the center fielder. His first hit today, he's 1 for 2. And he's locked in once more. Franks up, rookie 1 for 1 with a single her first time up. She also scored a run. Von Asen still tense. Curveball the knees, grounded up the middle. Base hit for the rookie as Franks has her 2nd hit today. She's 2 for 2. Atta girl, Dip. Atta girl. 2 on to start the inning. None down for Biggs. 1 for 1 with a single. He also scored a run. He is still tense, though. Fastball up, fouled off, 0-1. Late on the swing. Fastball up and away high from Von Asen, 1-1. Slider down and in, line back up the middle, dumped over into center, base hit. Come around third, Lawson, he's going to try and score. Throw in from Dangerfield is late. It's an RBI double for Biggs, 7-0 Heaters. Two in scoring position for Hart, who's 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. He's still tense, so is Von Asen. Change and pulled foul out of play, 0-1. Curveball inside is chased, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Change up in the dirt, chase strike 3. Second puncher for Von Asen, 1 down in the inning. Next up is Turnburner, who popped out to short his first time up. Slider hangs, sky down the left field line in foul territory. That's going to be in no man's land, no one's getting there. 0-1 the count to Turnburner. Change him away, grounded to first. That'll get a run home as Sandberg takes it himself. RBI ground out for Turnburner. It is 8-0. Biggs the third. Here's Gould. Singled in a run. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single last time up. Trying to do it again here. Fastball up on the first pitch line in the center field. Base hit for Gould. His second hit and second RBI coming in as Biggs will score from third. 9-0 Heaters. Pollard up next. 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and an RBI. Von Asen now rattled. Curveball down, dumped up the middle on the ground. Everett backhands it cleanly to first in time to end the inning. But the Heaters dump 3 more on the board. It is 9-0 to the 4th. Hobbs, Bash, and Schultz due up. I don't know what happened, but the Heaters have figured out how to play baseball. I guess after being yelled at after the last game against the Crocs, they've shown up. It's happening. Hobbs up next. He walked back in the first inning and then was raced on a double play ground out. Slider down low, ball 1. Fastball away. Strike called in the outside corner, 1-1. Screwball up and in. High, 2-1. Two-seamer middle in. Swung through it, 2-2. Change up and away. High, 3-2. Two-seamer away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Fastball down and away. Chased and fouled off again. Still a full count. Slider middle in. Popped up behind first. Jacoby North giving chase with that speed. Runs it down. First down. Nice play North with his back to the infield. Next up is Bash, 0 for 1. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Turnburner now locked in. Slider down in the way at the knees. Ripped hard to short. Pollard fields it cleanly. Fires the first. 2 down. Base is empty for Schultz. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Screwball at the knees. Strike called. 0-1. Two-seamer down and in. Grounded to short. Charging is Pollard. He'll field it cleanly to first. 1-2-3 inning for Turnburner in the 4th. Bottom 4. It's 9-0 still. Golden, North, and Lawson. Heart of the lineup coming up for the Heaters. I'm feeling good. I don't know why, but we're figuring out how to play. Here's Golden, 2 for 2 today. 3-run homer last time up. He's also singled. He busted the game open in the 2nd inning. Curveball middle in on the first pitch. Skied to left center. Hanging up for Hobbs. 1 down. Next up is North. 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. He's also struck out chasing a changeup in the dirt. Slider middle in is chased to right. That is skied for Whitaker. He'll make the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Lawson. Singled last time up. He's 1 for 2. So that's lined out. Changeup low. Ball 1. Fastball up and in. Fouled back by Lawson. 1-1. Changeup away. Pulled down the right field line. Foul. Sandberg giving chase near the fence. Dives. Makes the catch. Nice play, Scooter. 1-2-3 inning for Von Asen. His first today. To the 5th. It's 9-0. Sandberg, Whitaker, and Dangerfield due up. Sandberg leading off. 0 for 1 today. Struck out his first time up. Two-seamer up and away on the first pitch. Chased it high as it fools him. 0-1. Slider middle in. Strike called. 0-2. Change up away. Check swing outside. 1-2. Two-seamer up and in. High. 2-0. Two-seamer away. Skied to left. Biggs back a step. He's there. 1 down. Next up is Whitaker. 0 for 1. Screwball down and in. Inside. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. Line to third. Gould dives. Just past him into the corner. Fair ball as Whitaker will have his first hit here in the doubleheader. This is going to be an extra base hit as it's a double. 1 down in the inning. Runner in scoring position for the Platypi here in the top of the 5th. Here's Dangerfield, 1 for 1 with a single. Change up at the knees on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away, check swing outside, 1-1. Two-seamer him inside, fouled off, 1-2. Fastball middle of the plate, fouled off, 1-2 still to count. Screwball down in the way, fouled off, we'll do it again. Dangerfield stays alive. Two-seamer up and away, chased it high, strike 3, 4th punch out for Turnburner, 2 down in the inning. Next up, the pitcher slot, Von Asen. He's 0 for 1. No pinch hitter coming. Screwball away in the first pitch. Bloop down the right field line. Dip Franks giving chase into the corner. Rookie runs it down, and that ends the inning as we keep the runner off the scoreboard. Bottom 5, it's still 9-0. Franks, Biggs, and Hart do up for the Heaters as we're halfway home here, up 9-0 in Game 2. We've already taken the first game of the doubleheader today. We won that game 4-2. Franks leading off, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Fastball away in the first pitch, sky to right center. Whitaker giving chase, does not get there. 3rd hit today for the rookie Franks. She is 3 for 3. She is locked in as well. Nice job, Dip. Next up is Biggs, 2 for 2 with an RBI double last time up. He's also singled. Still tense though, unfortunately, for Buster. Slider away, popped in foul territory. Bash runs it down, 1 out. Next up, Hank Hart, 0 for 2 today, intense. Fastball down and in, inside on the check swing, ball 1. Fastball up and in, chopped the second, backhanded by Kaufman, flips the second one, Everett to first, double play, and that ends the inning. To the 6th, it's still 9-0. Kaufman, Everett, and Hobbs do up. Here's Kaufman, 0 for 2 today. Fastball at the knees on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Screwball up and in, chased and popped up behind short, Pollard out and shallow left. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Everett, 1 for 2 with a single today. Slider middle in on the first pitch. Popped up behind short again. Pollard out in left center this time. He's there. And Jimmy puts it away for the 2nd out. Next up, Hobbs, 0 for 1 with a walk today. Four-seamer down and in. Grounded up the middle. Base hit for Wade, as that's his first hit in the doubleheader, I believe, as well. He's on with 2 down in the 6th to keep the inning alive for the cleanup hitter, Bobby Bash, who's 0 for 2. Change it down in the way. Low, ball 1. Two-seamer up and in is high, 2-0. Four-seamer down in the way. Strike called, 2-1. Slider down and in. Chased inside, 2-2 the count. Screwball down in the way. Low and outside, full count. Four-seamer down and in. Check swing, strike 3 called. 5th punch out for Turnburner as he puts up a 0 in the 6th. Bottom 6 is still 9-0. Turnburner leads off, then Gould and Pollard. I'll let Turnburner bat. He's still locked in. I know he's over 80 pitches now, but he's got a shutout. He's earned it. Give him the shot. 0 for 2 with an RBI on the ground out last time up for Turnburner. He's also popped out. Fastball up and away, grounded and hold a short. Backhanded by Everett. Easy play for the shortstop, 1 down. Next up, Gould, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs today for Jesus. About the knees on the first pitch, hard grounded to short. Everett backhands cleanly. 2 down. Base is empty for Pollard. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI driven in. Fastball inside, strike called, 0-1. Change up low in the dirt, 1-1. Change up away, pulled foul, 1-2. Fastball up, line to right center field, extra bases for Pollard, and he's got wheels for days. Already on his horse, he's on his way to 2nd. Misplayed by Dangerfield as it rolls almost all the way to the wall. That is going to be a triple for Pollard. His 3rd hit today, he is 3 for 4. That 2-out triple keeps the inning alive for Golden, who has a 3-run homer and a single today. He's 2 for 3. Flew out to left field last time up. Von Asen still tense. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, whiffed it, 0-2. Curveball down, ripped by Golden left center field. He clobbered that one. Doesn't have enough. Fireball coming at you as it lands in the Heaters bullpen. Second home run of the game for Caleb Golden. First multi-career home run of game of his career, and it is 11-0 Heaters, as that is his 4th of the year and 5th RBI today. Jacoby North up next, 1 for 3 with an RBI single, and that'll do it for Ace Von Asen. He only goes 5 2/3, gives up 11 earned runs on a lot of hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Bad day for the ace. Coming out of the bullpen, left-hander Gasser Morris, who we did not see in the first game of the episode. We only saw Barron and Commonly. Morris 1-1. He has a 0 ERA, a 0.95 whip. 4 appearances. He's given up 4 runs, all of them unearned. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits surrendered, 7 strikeouts. The batting average against a 214. Von Asen leaves after giving up 15 hits. My God. North 1 for 3. RBI single today for the rookie. Slider down and in low for Morris. Ball 1. Fastball up, driven by North to right field, hit pretty well. Whitaker retreating to the wall, leaps off his glove into the stands. Fireball coming at you as Whitaker can't field, and he flubbed a home run just like Jose Canseco when he knocked him on the dome. Second homer of the year for North as the rookie makes it 12-0. Back-to-back jacks for the Heaters. Next up is Nolan Lawson, 1 for 3 with a single. Specialist active against the lefty. He's locked in against the now tense Morris. Fastball inside, ripped up the middle. Base hit for Lawson past the diving Kaufman. Here's Dip Franks, right fielder locked in. 3 for 3 today. Rookie is still trying to reach base here. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball up is chased, fouled out of play by Franks, 1-1. Fastball down, chopped off the first baseman's diving glove to ricocheting to Kaufman, and she'll make the play at first to end the inning. But the Heaters put 3 more on the board. Back-to-back jacks here for Golden, as well as, can't remember his name. It's Golden the North, yes. 12-0 now to the 7th. Schultz, Sandberg, and Whitaker due up. Here's Nelson Schultz, catcher 0 for 2 today. Turnburner locked in at 82 pitches. We'll start the 7th. Tower Hiker, the sophomore, went 7 innings in the first game of the doubleheader, giving up 2 runs. That screwball's outside on the first pitch. Two-seamer up at the letters. Schultz fouls it off out of play, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away, outside, 2-1. Slider down and away. Strike call, 2-2. Change it down and in. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Check swing. 6th punch out for Turnburner. 1 down. Next up is Scooter Sandberg. He's 0 for 2 today. Two-seamer away. Outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer middle of the plate. Driven by Sandberg. Left center field. Hit well. Biggs retreating. Leaps at the wall. Robs him of a home run. Buster Biggs with a great defensive play. He may not be hitting well this year, but he can still pull a gem out of his ass in the field. 2 down as he robs the home run there. And next up is Whitaker, who doubled last time up. He's 1 for 2. That was his first hit in the doubleheader today. Slider down in the way in the first pitch, low and outside. Ball 1. Fastball down in the way. Blew it by him, 1-1. Change it down and in. Inside, 2-1. Screwball up and away. Swung through it, 2-2 the count as Whiffer activates. Two-seamer down and in. Swung through it, strike 3. 7th punch out for Turnburner, and that is a 1-2-3 7th inning to end his day. 7 shutout innings for Turnburner. He is done after 7. Bottom half of the 7th we go. It is 12-0. Biggs, Hart, and a pinch hitter due up. Boy, Vern. And good play, Buster. Way to rob him of a home run, boy. Now go hit. Buster 2 for 3 today. RBI double and a single on the cards for the veteran. Popped out the 3rd last time up. Currently still 10th. Specialist active as well. Heater is high from Morris. Ball 1. Check swing away on the heater. 2-0. Fastball up and away. Blew it by him. 2-1. 100 on the gun from Morris. Fastball down and in. Chopper to 2nd. Coughlin charges to 1st. 1 down. Next up is Hank Hart, who's 0 for 3. Intense, not hitting well today. Going to go ahead and pinch hit for Hank because he's just not feeling it. We're going to bring in backup catcher Everett Nash. Specialist still active against him here, but Nash is hitting better. Hitting 3 for 8 on the year with an RBI. Check swing inside, misses. Ball 1. Change up outside, misses. 2-0. Fastball up and in, swung through it. 2-1. Fastball up, cutter grounded to 2nd. Shortstop Everett makes the play to 1st. 2 down. And then a pinch hitter coming up for Vern Turnberger, who's done after 7 innings of shutout baseball. 0 for 3 today with an RBI groundout. We're going to go ahead and give the at-bat to backup third baseman Angelo Gangnam, the rookie. Contact for his lefty active here, hitting .333 with an RBI on the season. Turnberger, 7 shutout innings, gives up 4 hits, 1 walk, and strikes out 7 batters en route to probably a victory, as he's got a 12-run cushion to work with here. Gangnam with the at-bat here against Morris, who's still tense. Fastball up, fouled off, out of play, 0-1. Fastball down is chased, fouled off by Gangnam, 0-2. Fastball away is fouled off and chased, 0-2 still to count. Fastball away, chased it outside, strike 3. First punch up for Morris, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning there for Morris. We're going to go to the bullpen here, and we're going to give this one to Lou DeBaziz, who'll make his season debut. So replace Gangnam. To the 8th, it is 12-0. Dangerfield, Morris, and Kaufman do up. Lou in his second stint here with the Heaters franchise here in the series. We brought him in to replace Romeo Garner after the Crocodiles mishap last episode. So Lou's back. Here's Dangerfield, 1 for 2 with a single. Haven't seen Lou since year number 2, I believe. Everett Nash will remain in the game behind the dish as he'll catch, facing 8-9-1 here for Lou. No numbers to look at as it's his first time he's pitched this year. First pitch grounded to short. Pollard makes the easy play. 1 down. Dangerfield out on 1 pitch. Next up is the pitcher Morris. Pinch hitter coming for him. It is third baseman Trisha Lee. Hitless on the year. First pitch curveball middle in. Strike called as it floats in there. 0-1. That was definitely a hanger. Thank God Lee wasn't swinging. Fastball up and in is high. 1-1. Forkball down in the way. Low in the dirt. 2-1. Fastball up and in. Lined up the middle. Pollard dives. Knocks it down, but it's off his glove into center. And that'll be the first hit of the year for Trisha Lee as she'll reach with an infield single. Runner at first, 1 down for Kaufman, who's 0 for 3 today. Four-seamer down in the way in the first pitch. Low. Ball 1. Forkball down and in. Chop to third. Just foul. 1-1. Good swing, though, by Kaufman. Curveball down in the way. Grounded to second. Golden there. Backhand slips to second. 1. Pollard to first. Double play. You love to see it as Lou gets out of the inning. Bottom 8 we go. Barron coming out of the bullpen as the long reliever makes her second appearance here in this doubleheader. Bottom 8 it is 12-0. Gould, Pollard, and Golden do up. Gould leading off. The leadoff man is 2 for 4 today. He's had 2 RBI singles. Facing long reliever Zara Barron, the right-hander. She appeared in Game 1 and has had through 2 scoreless innings in that outing, only giving up, I believe, a walk. No record on the year for Barron. She has got a 1.69 ERA and a 0.56 whip. 3 appearances, 1 earned run given up, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits surrendered, 3 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 150 as she's just trying to throw a clean 8th inning here. It's garbage time here. Down 12 runs. Slider inside, strike called, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, lined into center field. Base hit for Gould as he'll deliver a 3rd hit of the day. He's on the lead off. He's locked in now as Barron knocked down to neutral mojo. Next up, Jamie Pollard, who has 3 hits today. He's already tripled. Hit an RBI single and singled again. Looking for his 4th hit. Chased it in the dirt, off the catcher's glove. 0-1 the count on the swing. Gould moves up on the wild pitch. 0-1 the count to Pollard. Fastball up is chased, grounded to the first base line. Sandberg there. Flips to Barron in time. 1 down. Gould to third. Now to bring up Golden, who has hit 2 home runs today, driving in 5. He's also singled. He's had a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer last time up. He is locked in. Slider at the knees, turned on by Golden and sent deep left field to the wall. And it's played off the wall by Hobbs. That'll be a throw into second. Dropped by Kaufman. Double for Golden. It's 13-0 Heaters. His 6th RBI of the day. He almost had a 3-homer day. Next up, Jacoby North, who hit a home run off the leaping glove of Whitaker in right field last time up. He's also had a single. He is 2 for 4. Still locked in for the rookie. Heater up and in inside. Ball 1. Fastball up and in. Lined up the middle. Shortstop 1 hops it. Everett to first. 2 down. North retired. Golden to third on the play, and that'll bring up Nolan Lawson, who's 2 for 4 today and locked in with 2 singles. Outside pitch still active. Slider middle to plate, driven by Lawson, left center field. Got some clearance on that one. Off the fence, extra bases for the speedster as he'll go to second with a double. It is 14-0 Heaters. Third hit today for Lawson. That'll bring up the rookie Dip Franks, who's still locked in. 3 for 4 today with 3 singles in her first 3 plate appearances. Grounded out to second last time up. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Chopped the second. Kaufman charges the first in time to end the inning. But 2 more runs in off Barron here in the 8th. 14-0 to the 9th. Everett, Hobbs, and Bash do up against Lou Double-Z's as he's going for the 2-inning hold. Everett leading off 1 for 3 with a single. He's locked in. Okay, we're just going to leave the defense the same. I'm not going to make any changes here. I was tempted to bring Jarvis in to play right, but if I move Franks to left, she's still a weaker fielder than Biggs, and Biggs already robbed a home run today, so he's earned a play out there. First pitch to Everett from Lou is a curveball that hangs. That is driven deep to left field, and that goes to shutout. That's a home run. Hanger to Keegan Everett, his 4th homer of the year, as he smacks that hanging breaking ball over the left field wall. It's now 14-1. Platypi on the board. Way to go, Lou. Nah, I'm kidding. I hung that one. That's my bad. Next up is Hobbs. 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Four-seamer middle in. Strike called. 0-1. Work ball down in the way. Grounded in the hold of short. Pollard dives. Nice play by Jamie. Gets up and fires. In time to get Hobbs. 1 down. Nice play, Jamie. Next up, Bobby Bash. 0 for 3 intense today. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Low. Ball 1 in the dirt. Four-seamer down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Work ball middle away. Strike called. 1-2. Work ball down and away. In the dirt. Good take. 2-2. Four-seamer up and in. Inside. 3-2. Walk prone active for Lou. Work ball down and in. Chased in the dirt. Strike 3 swinging. Nash picks it up and fires the first. First punch out on the year for Lou. 2 down in the inning. And here's Nelson Schultz, the catcher. Last chance for the Platypi. 0 for 3 today. Powerhouse righty is active, though, for the tense backstop. He'll get the at-bat. Work ball away. Grounded up the middle. Base hit for Schultz. His first today. He's 1 for 4. About single keeps the game alive. Here is Sandberg. 0 for 3 today. Robbed of a home run last time up. Fastball up and in inside. Ball 1. Robbed of a homer by Buster Biggs. Forkball down at the knees. Strike called. 1-1. Curveball down in the way, in the dirt, bouncing, 2-1. Seamer up and away, chased outside, 2-2 the count from Lou. Curveball middle in, chased and blooped to short. Easy catch for Pollard on the soft liner, and that ends the game. Heaters sweep the doubleheader against the Platypi, 14-1 the final in game number 2, coupled with a 4-2 victory in game number 1. Our run differential is now positive for the first time in the series. Holy shit. We win 14-1 today. It was a big offensive day. We scored 12 runs off of 11 runs off of Ace Von Asen. Then we get 3 more runs off of the Platypi bullpen, 1 off of Morris and 2 off of Barron. 1 run in the 9th inning for the Platypi, and the home run there by Keegan Everett that was given up by Lou Double-Z's in his first season appearance. Hitless today for the Platypi were Kaufman, Bash, Sandbrick, Von Asen. That's about it. For us, only person hitless today was Hank Hart. Everett Nash came off the bench, and Angelo Ganglam, as well as Vern Turnberner. Turnberner did get an RBI ground out, though. Buster Biggs had an RBI double. Nolan Lawson had an RBI single. Jacoby North had a solo homer and an RBI single as well. Caleb Golden had 2 home runs today, driving in 5. He then had an RBI double late in the game. Pollard an RBI single, and Jesus Gould 2 RBI singles at the top of the lineup. It was a good offensive day all around. Von Asen takes the loss, 5 2/3, 15 hits given up, 11 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 homers. He falls to 2-1 on the year. Gasser Morris inning in the 3rd, 2 hits, an earned run, a strikeout, and a homer. And Barron an inning out of the pen, giving up 3 hits and 2 earned runs. For us, Turnberner 7 shutout innings. He gets the victory and a quality start. 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He's up to 1-2 on the year with his first win of the season. Cuts his ERA in half as well. It's now down under 7. And Lou Double-Z's gets 2 innings in his debut out of the pen, giving up 3 hits, an earned run, and a homer with a strikeout. Caleb Golden, the player of the game, with the 2 homer days, driving in 6 total runs, finishing a triple shy of the cycle. Vern Turnberner goes 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and a walk. If Quality start for him. And then third place is Jamie Pollard with 3 hits today, a triple, 2 singles, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. That was a great day all around. You love to see it. That felt good. That felt good. This is the first time, I think, in this series that I've felt really good about our club. We're clicking on all cylinders now, entering in the second half of the year with a big W. We sweep a division rival. We came to play now. We're 4-5. We are 1 game under 500 for the first time in a long, long time. Not since, I think, I want to say last year. We were 1-1 at one point. Yeah, we were. But it's like, we actually legitimately have a positive run differential probably for the first time in this series. That is scary how long it took us to get that far. Hey, we're here now. Moose signed third baseman Raffy Slaps as a corner infielder who was on our club last season is now going to the Moose. He'll replace veteran Rip Dingers. Jesus School gets +5 arm on a random roll. He is now back up to an A- overall. Love to see that. Jose Carloco is off the Crocs. He's replaced by Clifford Kane, the outfielder. And the Buzzards signed right fielder Lackey Luster as they get rid of the outfielder Casper Stern. Alana Bartlett against another positive roll, +4 velocity. She's now up to a C+ overall. Love to see that. Marsha Brown is released by the Hot Corners as they are now 1-7 on the year and out of playoff contention, basically, as they're going to bring in former Freebooters first baseman Sturdy Woodman. Interesting moves. Alright, anything that I love here in player development? Not overly. Not overly. If this thing for Hiker sticks around, I will buy this for him because he's earned it. I hope it sticks around. I would love that. Alright, let's sim up to the next game here, which is going to be the start of a 5-game road trip. This will make or break our season. We're up to 3rd place. We're not in 4th. Buzzards win 5-4 over the Overdogs, ending their winning ways. Sandcats shut out the Sirloins 4-0. Now tied for the division lead with the Blowfish. Wild Pigs shut out the Moose 4-0. They're up 7-2 now in the year. Jacks beat the Nemesis 3-1. Nice pitcher's duel there. Sirloins beat the Herbivores 2-1. Good pitcher's duel again. Overdogs go back and forth with the Grapplers. They end up winning 5-4. Grapplers get their 2nd loss in a row. They're now 7-2. Sawteeth smashed the Moose 12-1, effectively ending the Moose's chance at the playoffs. Buzzards hang on to beat the Wideloads 6-4 as they're now 4-6, keeping their slim playoff chances alive. Moonstars rally beat the Blowfish 7-4. And the Freebooters taking on the last place Hot Corners. They almost blow it, but do win 8-6. They keep pace with the Wild Pigs, only a half game out of first. Beavles win 1-0 over the Platypi in a shutout pitcher's performance. And Grapplers are going to lose their 3rd straight game. They lose 13-8 to the Crocs, who've now won their 4th game in a row. Crocs now at 6-4 have the division lead. They were in last place when they played us at 2-4. They won that game, and then they won another 3 games after it. They have the division lead. And we're on the up as well. We've won 2 in a row after the Crocodons loss. We're 1 game below 500. We have a chance to move up to 2nd place next episode with a win. Holy shit. You mean to tell me there's a chance? We're taking on the Jacks, who did just win in the sim. Both teams will come in at 4-5. On the mound for us will be Carmelo Peterson, who got roughed up by the Overdogs. No record, a 10.80 ERA and a 2.52 whip. He is tense, but he is no longer injured from his blister, so he's good to go. On the mound for the Jacks will be 4th-year veteran Noah Kaiser, 1-1 with a 4.26 ERA and a 1.03 whip. And this is the start of a 5-game road trip, if you look at the schedule here. Yeah, this is the beginning of our last 5 games of on the road. So this is a 5-game road trip. This is going to make or break us. If we can win at least 4 of these games, or, hell, even 3 of these games, we'll still be at 500 coming into the last 2 games of the season. Holy crap. We played the Wideloads 3 times in the last 6 games of the year. Last 7 games of the year. Damn. Almost half our games are against the Wideloads. Shit. This is our last non-divisional contest, of course, and then after that, nothing but division rivals from here on out after this game against the Jacks. This is going to be a fun last stretch, and I really hope we do well on this road trip. We're going to need to. Let's go ahead and set the lineup here, call it a day. Leading off next episode will be center fielder Nolan Lawson, who is still locked in after a 3-hit day. Then it's Jesus Gould, the shortstop, after another 3-hit day as well. Batting third will be first baseman Caleb Golden. He's locked in as, who's our first baseman normally? That is Jacoby North. He's going to play catcher. Interesting. I forgot he could play catcher. Hank Hart going to the bench to take a rest. Okay. So he'll bat fourth still locked in as well. So is Golden. Pollard is at second base today, batting fifth because Golden moves over to first. Jarvis in left will bat number 6. Dip Franks out in right is batting 7th. Buster Big going to the bench. Jack Strino batting 8th will get the start at third base because Gould is sliding over to shortstop. And Peterson on the mound will bat number 9. He is 10th. We're going to Founders Field, and we've been hitting a lot of home runs. We've got a shot. We're going to make this happen, I think. Well, that'll be for next time, though. That'll do it for this episode, guys. Big doubleheader episode. We sweep the Platypi. We're now at 4-5 on the year. We are one game below 500 for the first time in a long time. We have a positive run differential for the first time in a long time, and we've been hitting bombs. The team has come alive. Can we keep this momentum going later in the season as we enter a 5-game road stretch? God, I hope so. But if you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you were entertained today watching us kick the crap out of the Platypi. It felt awesome to do so against a division rival. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch down in the description below, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a great day wherever you guys may be.